Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some groundbreaking news that's shaking up the automotive industry. John Deere, known for their iconic tractors and agricultural equipment, has just unveiled their latest move. That's turning heads and raising eyebrows across the United States. That's right, John Deere is entering the pickup truck market with a bang. Stick around as we break down what this means for the future of US automakers. Imagine a pickup truck that blends rugged reliability with cutting-edge technology, designed not just for farmers, but for everyday drivers looking for something extraordinary. John Deere's 2025 pickup promises just that. With a sleek design that merges functionality with style, it's set to challenge the status quo in the fiercely competitive truck market. But it's not just about looks. Under the hood, John Deere is packing a punch with powerful engine options that deliver both performance and efficiency. Whether you're hauling heavy loads or cruising through city streets, this truck is built to handle it all, and then some. Now, let's talk impact. The entry of John Deere into the pickup truck arena isn't just about expanding their product lineup, it's about shaking up the competition. Traditional automakers like Ford, GM, and Ram are taking notice. Will this spark a new era of innovation and rivalry, or will established brands need to rethink their strategies to keep up with this unexpected challenger? Beyond the headlines, there are broader implications. John Deere's move reflects a shifting landscape where established boundaries between industries are blurring. As they leverage their expertise in engineering and manufacturing, could we see more non-traditional players disrupting the automotive sector? John Deere's entrance into the pickup truck market isn't just another company expanding its portfolio. It's a seismic shift in what we expect from American vehicle makers. For nearly 2 centuries, John Deere has been synonymous with agricultural strength, reliability, and blue-collar trust. It's a brand that defines rural America, not just in utility, but in identity. So when a company like that, whose core audience has historically overlapped with the pickup truck market, decides to create its own vehicle, it's not coming in as an outsider. It's entering as a deeply rooted force with one of the most loyal customer bases in the world. Farmers, ranchers, construction workers, and outdoor professionals have relied on Deere's machines for everything, from plowing fields to hauling timber. Now, they're being offered a truck with the same badge. That loyalty doesn't just transfer, it multiplies. And that's what has companies like Ford, Chevy, and Ram paying attention. John Deere isn't just launching a new truck, it's launching a cultural movement wrapped in steel, rubber, and horsepower. The 2025 John Deere pickup truck is a statement on wheels, from its rugged industrial-inspired front grille to its utilitarian body lines and high-clearance stance. This truck looks like it was born in the fields and raised in a machine shop. The design fuses Deere's agricultural DNA with modern truck aesthetics. It's built to be tough. Thick gauge steel body panels, high-strength composite bed options, and a front bumper that looks like it could drive through a tree. But it's not all brute force. The vehicle features LED lighting signatures modeled after Deere's iconic headlight design, optional green and yellow accent, trim for brand loyalists, and a cab that blends modern comfort with function first. Ergonomics. Inside, expect a cabin with washable surfaces, weatherproof storage compartments, and customizable utility racks, features clearly targeted at workers and off-road adventurers alike. Deere isn't reinventing the wheel, but they are re-engineering it for people who actually use their trucks every single day. Though full performance specs are still under wraps, early reports and industry whispers suggest John Deere isn't pulling any punches. The base model may feature a 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-6 diesel engine, capable of delivering torque numbers that rival some heavy-duty models, making it ideal for farm and industrial use. A hybrid variant is also rumored, featuring a gas-electric powertrain with advanced torque vectoring and regenerative braking, a first for a Deere vehicle and a hint at the company's future-forward mindset. Perhaps most intriguingly, sources say a fully electric model is already in prototype testing, built on Deere's proprietary EV platform adapted from its autonomous tractor tech. Towing capacity is expected to exceed 13,000 pounds, with payload ratings near 3,000 pounds, figures that place this truck directly against top-tier offerings from Ford's F-Series, Chevy's Silverado HD, and Ram. And if you think Deere forgot about off-roaders, think again. Locking differentials, reinforced underbody skid plates, and a terrain-sensing traction control system suggest this thing will dominate trails, farms, and job sites alike. Here's where John Deere could absolutely blow the competition out of the water. Software. Long before Tesla turned cars into computers on wheels, John Deere had been refining autonomous navigation systems and real-time sensor integration in its tractors and harvesters. The 2025 pickup truck is poised to inherit much of that intelligence. Imagine a truck that can scan the terrain ahead, analyze soil conditions on a construction site, and sync with farm management software to create a real-time logistical command center. This truck could offer auto-leveling features for uneven ground, remote control via mobile app, and built-in drone deployment ports for aerial surveying. Onboard diagnostic systems would allow operators to track everything from engine health to load balance, reducing breakdowns and boosting efficiency. It's not hard to imagine this truck becoming a rolling data hub, not just a tool for transport, but a fully integrated piece of smart infrastructure on farms, job sites, and rural businesses. For decades, the American pickup truck market has been a three-way battlefield between Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. Ram. But John Deere's unexpected entrance is threatening to rewrite the rules of engagement. This isn't Rivian trying to sell luxury electric trucks to California startups. This is a 185-year-old institution coming for the heartland, for the contractors, farmers, ranchers, and equipment operators who already bleed green and yellow. Ford's F-Series, along America's best-selling vehicle, could see real erosion in rural markets, where brand loyalty runs deep and trust in Deere is already rock solid. GM's Silverado, which targets workhorse buyers, may be equally vulnerable, especially if Deere's price point undercuts premium trims. And Ram. While it's known for comfort and luxury, it may struggle to match Deere's utilitarian appeal and no-nonsense image. Bottom line, Deere's entry could be the first true shake-up of the pickup hierarchy in decades, and legacy automakers should be more than a little nervous. Few brands enjoy the cult-like loyalty that John Deere commands. In much of rural America, it's not just a company, it's a cultural identity. From bumper stickers and ball caps to birthday cakes and tattoos, Deere's iconic Leaping Deer logo symbolizes heritage, hard work, and a way of life. When those customers, who often make up the core of the pickup truck market, see that logo on a new 4x4, you're not selling them a vehicle, you're offering them something they already believe in. This cultural resonance can't be bought or manufactured. Ford can't replicate it, Ram can't brand around it, and Chevy can't engineer it. Deere's influence extends beyond just function. It's emotional, generational, and deeply American, and that connection could be the most powerful marketing force of all. With its new pickup, Deere is offering a symbol, one that tells rural Americans you finally have a truck built by someone who understands you, while automakers across the globe scramble to restructure, cut costs, and move production. Overseas, John Deere could be making a bold move in the opposite direction, revitalizing American manufacturing. Industry insiders speculate that Deere may convert or expand existing plants in the Midwest, possibly in Iowa or Illinois, to build the new truck. That would mean thousands of new jobs in communities that desperately need them, and a direct appeal to American workers and voters who feel left behind by the EV transition and corporate outsourcing. Deere's potential investment in domestic production is more than economic strategy. It's political capital. It tells buyers, we're not just building trucks, we're building America. That message could prove massively powerful in an election year and in a market that increasingly values transparency, resilience, and national identity. While nothing official has been announced, analysts believe the 2025 John Deere pickup will be competitively priced to attract both working-class buyers and premium truck enthusiasts. Expect a base model starting around $45,000 equipped with the essentials: durable drivetrain, basic tech package, and heavy-duty towing hardware. Mid-range trims, potentially branded with familiar Deere labels like Gator or X-Series, could run between $50,000 and $60,000, offering added comfort, off-road packages, and advanced driver assistance features. A top-tier trim could climb as high as $70,000 or more, especially if it includes Deere's signature AgTech integrations, premium interior materials, and advanced electric or hybrid systems. The pricing strategy seems clear. Undercut high-end trims from Ford and Ram while offering more utility than a Silverado WT or Ranger Raptor. And if Deere offers fleet discounts or farm use incentives, expect the green and yellow to fly off dealership lots, or maybe even be sold directly through John Deere dealerships, disrupting the car sales model entirely. John Deere's 2025 pickup truck is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of change, a line in the sand. It represents the fusion of legacy and innovation, of rural tradition and futuristic engineering. If Deere can deliver on its promises, reliability, power, intelligence, and brand loyalty, it could spark the most significant disruption in the US auto industry since Tesla shook up the luxury EV market. More than that, it could redefine what it means to build a truck in America. Will other industrial companies follow? Could Caterpillar or even Komatsu step into the market next? We're entering a new era where the divide between auto company and equipment manufacturer is starting to vanish. And John Deere just showed the world how that future might look: rugged, smart, American-built, and unmistakably green. One thing's for sure, Ford, Chevy, and Ram have never faced a challenge quite like this. There's no bigger name in the pickup truck world than the Ford F-150. It's been America's best-selling vehicle, not just truck, for over 4 decades. The F-150 is practically a cultural icon, from the base XL trim used by fleet buyers to the high-end Limited and the tech-heavy Lightning EV. Ford has a version of the F-150 for everyone. It boasts an unmatched dealer network, years of engineering, refinement, and a rock-solid reputation for reliability and versatility. But Ford's success might actually be its Achilles' heel. In trying to serve everyone, it has arguably moved too far from its working-class roots. Modern F-150s are increasingly loaded with infotainment systems, leather interiors, panoramic roofs, and features aimed at suburban family use more than ranch life or rural job sites. This is where John Deere sees its opportunity. Unlike Ford, Deere has always focused on rural America. Their name is synonymous with agriculture, construction, and forestry. If their truck is designed from the ground up to work, not just commute, then they might be able to capture a segment of the IE market that Ford is slowly alienating. Deere doesn't need 20 trim levels. They need 2 to 3 extremely durable, highly functional, work-oriented versions that can haul, tow, power equipment, and seamlessly integrate with existing John Deere software, like JDL Inc. or Operations Center. Add in the fact that John Deere's service network is already strong in rural regions, often stronger than Ford's, and you've got the makings of a serious challenger. Ford will still lead in volume, but in the heartland. John Deere might just reclaim the soul of the American pickup. The Ram 1500 has carved out a unique identity in the truck space, while it used to be just another workhorse like its Detroit rivals. The last decade has seen Ram pivot toward luxury, comfort, and design. Today, Ram offers what many consider the nicest interiors in the half-ton segment. The top trims feature real wood, stitched leather, air suspension, massive touchscreens, and an experience that feels more like a luxury SUV than a rugged truck. And that's exactly the problem for some buyers. Ram is amazing if you want to drive your truck to Whole Foods, but on a muddy job site, hauling irrigation pipe, or navigating rocky back roads. Those polished interiors and high-tech features start to look fragile and unnecessary. John Deere will likely lean into that gap. Instead of polished chrome and luxury vibes, Deere will give buyers hose-down interiors, heavy-duty floor mats, switchgear designed to be used with gloves, and interfaces optimized for fieldwork, not traffic jams. Deere's deep understanding of how people work outdoors, from farmers to forestry crews, means they can deliver a purpose-built interior that prioritizes durability, usability, and uptime. Ram might offer a quiet cabin. Deere will offer a quiet revolution, bringing the truck back to basics, but doing it with modern tech where it matters: fleet management, diagnostics, and integration with larger systems. For buyers who feel Ram has gone soft, John Deere will look like a return to honest, hard-working roots. The Chevy Silverado 1500 sits in a unique middle ground. It has loyal rural followers, especially among contractors and small-town families. It's not as luxurious as the Ram, not as dominant as the F-150, but it holds its own thanks to capable towing, a variety of trims, and the tried-and-true Duramax diesel option for those who need grunt over glitz. Chevy's identity has remained mostly consistent, a no-nonsense, get-the-job-done truck. However, that identity might not be enough anymore. The market is evolving fast, and Silverado doesn't have much in the way of differentiation. No deep ag-tech partnerships, no standout digital tools for fleet operators, and no unique narrative to tie it all together. That's where John Deere could strike hardest. Imagine a world where a farm owner logs into their Operations Center account and sees not just combines and sprayers, but their pickup truck diagnostics, GPS data, and fuel consumption all in one dashboard. Chevy can't offer that. Deere can. By merging vehicle and equipment ecosystems, Deere could completely redefine what a work truck is. It's not just about horsepower and towing anymore. It's about ecosystem integration. If John Deere matches the Silverado's towing and payload specs, and that's entirely possible, given their track record with heavy machinery, then Silverado becomes vulnerable, especially among buyers who are already loyal to the green and yellow. It's not just about being a better truck, it's about being the smarter, more connected tool for modern work. Tesla's Cybertruck is perhaps the most polarizing vehicle ever introduced. With its stainless steel exoskeleton, radical design, and Elon Musk's flair for hype, it's more Blade Runner than blue collar. Tesla's fanbase is massive, and the Cybertruck certainly has appeal for tech-savvy, eco-conscious buyers, particularly in urban areas. It offers impressive specs on paper, high towing capacity, blistering acceleration, off-grid power capabilities, and a massive infotainment screen loaded with software. But out in real America, the plains, the farms, the forests, the Cybertruck is often seen as a Silicon Valley fever dream. It's hard to imagine ranchers or field crews trusting a Tesla with zero physical dealers, limited cold weather range, and a supply chain still struggling to meet demand. This is where John Deere becomes the anti-Cybertruck. It's built by a company that has never made a hype product, only practical ones. If Deere delivers a fully electric or hybrid pickup that has real-world range, the ability to charge from field generators, support for 240V tools, and reliable connectivity in rural areas, it'll look like a dream solution for tradespeople who have rejected Tesla's city-centric approach. And unlike Tesla, Deere already has a deep supply and service network in the very places Cybertruck won't reach for years, if ever. Deere doesn't need to be futuristic, it just needs to be functional. And that's something Tesla has never quite mastered when it comes to trucks. Rivian's R1T is a genuinely impressive truck. It's beautifully built, highly capable off-road, and filled with clever innovations like the gear tunnel and camp kitchen. Rivian appeals to the REI crowd, the weekend warriors, national park, explorers, and overlanding adventurers. But while Rivian has the chops to go off the beaten path, it's still a lifestyle truck at heart. It's not designed for hard labor, 10-hour job sites, or muddy cattle gates. And most importantly, it has no brand equity with the people who rely on their trucks to earn a living. It's a truck for adventuring, not one for actual work. John Deere, by contrast, is all work, all day. Their customers already trust them to deliver in extreme conditions, from frozen fields in Minnesota to blazing harvest seasons in Texas. A John Deere truck wouldn't just look the part. It would be part of a larger operational strategy. Imagine charging it directly from a Deere solar-powered microgrid on a ranch, or using it as a mobile diagnostic center for tractors in the field. That kind of holistic integration is something Rivian just can't offer. Where Rivian brings innovation, Deere brings infrastructure, legacy, and trust, and that's exactly what matters in the parts of the country that aren't on social media, but still feed and build the nation. As of May 2025, John Deere has not announced any plans to produce a pickup truck. Despite a surge in online interest, fueled by AI-generated images and speculative videos, the company has made no official statements or commitments regarding entering the pickup truck market. The rumors gained traction through various online platforms showcasing concept designs and speculative features of a so-called 2025 John Deere pickup truck. However, these representations are not based on any confirmed projects or announcements from John Deere. They are largely the result of digital artistry and AI-generated content, which have been mistaken by some as previews of actual products. In reality, John Deere continues to focus on its core competencies in agricultural machinery, construction equipment, and related technologies. The company has not indicated any intention to diversify into the consumer pickup truck segment. Therefore, while the idea of a John Deere pickup truck is intriguing to many enthusiasts, it remains purely speculative at this time. John Deere has experienced a notable decline in demand for its agricultural equipment, leading to substantial workforce reductions. Since 2015, the company has laid off over 4,500 employees, with 2,167 job cuts occurring in 2024 alone. These layoffs have affected multiple facilities across Iowa and Illinois, including locations in Waterloo, Davenport, Dubuque, Ankeny, and Moline. The primary factors contributing to these reductions are decreased customer orders and a weakening U.S. farm economy, characterized by declining commodity prices and reduced farmer incomes. In addition to domestic layoffs, John Deere announced plans to shift the production of certain equipment, such as skid steer loaders and compact track loaders, from its Dubuque, Iowa facility to Mexico by the end of 2026. While the company maintains that this move is unrelated to the layoffs, it has sparked criticism from labor advocates and political figures concerned about the offshoring of American manufacturing jobs. After achieving record profits of $10.2 billion in 2022, John Deere's financial performance has declined, with profits falling to $7.1 billion in 2023, a 20% decrease. This downturn is attributed to several factors, including lower commodity prices, reduced farmer incomes, and decreased demand for agricultural machinery. For instance, average corn prices have dropped by 37% since 2022, while soybean and wheat prices have declined by 24% and 35%. Respectively, the company's stock has also been affected, reflecting investor concerns about the agricultural sector's volatility and John Deere's exposure to global economic fluctuations. John Deere has recently scaled back its diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs following external pressures. In 2024, the company faced criticism from conservative activists who opposed its DEI initiatives, leading to a reduction in related programs and sponsorships. Despite these changes, a proposal to further limit DEI efforts was overwhelmingly rejected by shareholders, with only 1.3% supporting the measure. The company's adjustments include discontinuing support for certain social or cultural awareness, events, and auditing training materials to align with a more neutral corporate stance. Amid these challenges, John Deere continues to invest in technological innovation to enhance its product offerings. The company is developing autonomous tractors and smart machinery aimed at increasing efficiency and productivity in agriculture. These advancements are part of John Deere's broader strategy to integrate cutting-edge technology into its equipment, providing farmers with tools to optimize operations and reduce labor costs. Additionally, John Deere is focusing on expanding its digital platforms, such as the John Deere Operations Center, to offer data-driven insights and connectivity solutions for its customers. John Deere faces a complex landscape characterized by economic headwinds, workforce realignments, and evolving corporate policies. While the company confronts immediate challenges, its commitment to technological innovation and strategic investments positions it to adapt to the changing agricultural sector. The effectiveness of these initiatives will be crucial in determining John Deere's ability to maintain its leadership in the industry.